Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be reviewing the Maybelline Superstay 24-hour foundation. Now it turns out I don't have the lightest shade. I know that's really weird, but it was a complete accident. I picked this up at Asda because it was on sale for £7 per bottle and it normally retails for 10, so I thought I'll save myself some money. And I picked up what I thought was the lightest shade, which is 05 Light Beige. It turns out the lightest shade is 03 True Ivory. So you're not getting a kind of lighter shade review of this foundation. I believe the lightest shade is likely to match me. I have swatched it in stores, so if I like this foundation I will just pick up the lightest shade. So according to the Maybelline.com website there are 16 shades. Now I find it very confusing because you don't have all 16 shades in one place in the UK, so you can't kind of go into store and swatch all the shades and find your shades. There's 12 on the Superdrug website and it doesn't have the lightest shade or the darkest shade by the looks of it. And there's different shades on the Boots website. Now I know the Boots one does have the lightest shade, but I can't seem to find all of the shades in one place, not even on the Maybelline.co.uk website. It's very confusing, but the shade range does look to be quite good actually for 16 shades. It would be a case of if you wanted more of a lighter middle tone and you couldn't quite find a shade match, you'd have to mix a couple. But the foundations do go very dark and fairly pale by the looks of it, which I think is really good for a drugstore foundation with only 16 shades. So we're going to have a look at the claims. Maybelline Superstay foundation is full coverage and delivers 24-hour wear for concentrated coverage and a flawless finish that doesn't fade or shift all day. Fantastic. I like something short and sweet like that. I don't need any of the extras with all those fancy frilly words that you know don't mean a lot. Now it claims to be semi-matte and full coverage, so you guys will kind of see what I think of that as the video goes on. So if you're new to my channel, I have dry skin, so we're going to see how this foundation looks on my dry skin throughout the day. So if you like this video then please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel then please subscribe before you leave. And if you press that notification bell down at the bottom, you'll be notified every time I upload, because otherwise you may not be notified when I upload and you can miss some of my videos. Hey guys, so I was looking up the foundation on the website to kind of get an idea as to what I was into. And then I saw that I looked on the Boots website. I did pick this up from Asda as it was on sale, but I don't have the lightest shade in this foundation. I have 05, which is light beige, and apparently 03 True Ivory is the lightest shade. However, we're going to work with what we've got, and I'm really hoping that it matches. It looks like it might. That's the hope, that's the dream. I just had random little bits of plastic flying off when I opened this, but this foundation does come with a pump, which I am very pleased about. It feels like a nice solid glass bottle. Nice and hefty. Oh, this is going to be too dark. We never know. I can make this work. I can always make it work. It's not as dark as some of the other lighter shades in foundation ranges actually. So as usual, we're going to use the Ultimate Blending Brush on one side of my face and the Real Technique sponge on the other. So this foundation is definitely too dark. I think I would need the lightest shade, but it's going on really nice and smooth actually, really nice and smooth. I don't feel like I'm needing a lot of product for massive coverage. I would say this is medium to low full coverage. Obviously you can kind of still see my imperfections coming through here. It is kind of a semi-matte to matte finish. You still have a bit of shine there, but otherwise it looks completely matte. I would say it's medium coverage. You can still see a lot of my spots and things coming through. You can still see some more of the skin coming through on my forehead, but I'm not mad about it. It looks really nice on the skin actually. I wouldn't say it looks super natural, but it still looks really nice. I'm going to go in with the sponge. So actually it's looking a touch more natural with the sponge. It's more low medium coverage I would say, low medium to light, but Personally, I think I prefer the brush side. I feel like you get more coverage and you could smooth it out with the sponge still, like that. I'm just going to finish my forehead with the brush, and then what we'll do is we will layer the foundation up, see if it builds, see if I can get it to more of a full coverage. You can kind of see where the foundation's been on my hand now. You can see how dark it is in comparison to my skin tone. So I'm just going to pop some on the areas where I feel like I need more coverage, and I'm going to blend it out with a brush just to achieve more coverage. I feel like this is definitely building to full coverage, and you don't need that much to achieve that. I'm definitely going to smooth this out with a sponge. I feel like that's totally what it needs. I feel super texturized otherwise. I don't see any obvious settling into my forehead lines, which is really nice. Normally my forehead lines are properly in your face, but this foundation hasn't emphasised them at all, which I think is really beautiful. I think built up this has become a low full coverage. You can kind of still see my spot coming through, but that's about it. I think it looks really, really nice on the skin, and I'm really happy with the finish. Normally I'm not a massive like matte foundation fan, but this looks really gorgeous, and my wrinkles aren't emphasised, which is quite a big deal for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the rest of my makeup on, and I'll be right back. So I finished my makeup up, and I'm honestly really liking it. I feel like the foundation looks really nice and smoothing. I don't feel like any textures emphasised. It just looks really beautiful. I wouldn't say natural. I wouldn't say natural at all. However, I'm really liking it, and I'm thinking that in this hot weather it's going to last really well throughout the day. So for the makeup on the rest of my face, I use the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in C1. I use the Barry M Ready Set Smooth powder. For contour, I use the Makeup Geek Contour Pan in Infidelity. I used this blush from the Revolution Sugar and Spice blush palette. I used a combination of these two colours from the Soap Revolution highlighter palette, and then topped it off with a bit of this just to be extra. I used the Morphe 15N Night Master palette for my eyes. For mascara, I used the Origins Ginseng Brightening Mascara. On my lips, I used the Ciate Lip Velvet in Swoon. To fix my makeup, I used MAC Fix Plus. So now we're going to see how the foundation lasts throughout the day. Hi guys, so it's about 4 o'clock. I was editing back and I kind of realised that I didn't specify a time that I put my foundation on, so everything was kind of set at about 12 o'clock. So I've had the foundation on for about 4 hours now, and honestly I'm really enjoying it. It started to settle very slightly into like the one smile line that it always sets into, but apart from that it looks so pretty. It's settled a tiny bit into my forehead lines, but nothing major at all. It's looking so nice. The coverage is still there, there's no separation, there's no clinging to dry patches. It looks nice, and it's not oxidised either. Like, it's too dark for me. When we were aware it was too dark for me before. However, it's not gotten any darker, which is nice. I don't mind going out in this shade. I think if this foundation lasts really well on me, I'll buy the lighter bottle, and I'm really hoping that it still looks like this at the 8-hour point. Hi guys, it's almost 10 o'clock, which means I've had the foundation on for about 10 hours now. And it doesn't look too bad actually. Like, my forehead looks really good. I'm really pleased. To me it looks exactly the same as when I put it on. I feel like I look a little bit more makeup-y on the rest of my face, and most of my face makeup has come off, but otherwise I don't feel like it looks bad at all. I feel like it's lasted really well. Much better than some of the other high-end foundations I've tried actually. I would definitely wear this foundation again, definitely. I would really recommend you guys try it. Dry skin, oily skin, it's been quite warm today and I haven't seen any come through. But yeah, I think it looks really beautiful, and I'm really pleased with it actually. So if you like this review, then please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel then press that subscribe button down below, and if you press the notification bell you'll be notified every time that I upload. Thank you very much for watching.